Hey guys, today we're going to talk about spline interfaces, all the rage nowadays. Come on in here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Most of you guys will know exactly what I'm talking about. Look at that. This is a RaceFace affect crank with a cinch system, and you can you go ahead and tighten this down and to about 30 foot-pounds. But you notice, can you see that a little bit right there? There's a little bit of movement in between these parts. Okay, you'll see that here's pretty typical of a SRAM or you know, anything made by SRAM, including like a quark crank or whatever. Look at how much movement is in there. Now you're like, hey, when those bolts are in there, doesn't that reduce the movement? It does reduce the movement. It certainly doesn't get rid of it. And always a dead giveaway is if there's some wear spots inside of here, which you'll see a lot on Cannondale Si cranks. They also have these type of systems. All of them have this Achilles heel, and that is when you're pedaling your bike and the chain is attached and you're really putting your leg into it, what happens is you're actually torquing the chain ring a little bit independently of the crank arm, and it will produce a creaking sound. Very typical. Come on in here and I'll show you how to fix it. First of all, you need to get all these components perfectly clean. I like to go ahead and clean them with just soap and water. Give them a good bath, make sure they're nice and clean. Now, this is 530, Vibratite 530, okay? An equivalent of that would be Loctite 609. What I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna load this up in here on these splines. All right, this stuff's kind of got a little bit of body to it, so it'll actually stay in place. And I'm making a bit of a mess because it doesn't matter. I'm gonna wipe it off, whatever squeezes out. All right, and I'm not gonna get any on the chain, on this threads on the inside. I'm just trying to get it right on there. Now this is all perfectly clean, and I'm going to go ahead and put this on here right now. It needs to be indexed in the proper way. Let's see there, right about there. Actually want to take a little bit of grease, and I'm putting it on now because I didn't want to contaminate that, because I should have mentioned that we do not want to get any kind of oil or grease where the Loctite's going to be, because it contaminates it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and use this, use the tool to put the cinch crank back together, just like that. And then the all-important part right now is we are going to torque it to 30 foot-pounds, or 40, what is that, 40 Newton meters? It says it right on there. It's very handy. So at this point, you need a torque wrench. Guys, you need a torque wrench for this one. All right, this is one of those times when you absolutely need one. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to torque it right now. You can do it in a bench vise if you've got some soft jaws in there, or you can just come in and just like this. That's good. All right, so that's what 30 foot-pounds looks like. And now, believe it or not, that is going to, if you ever try to take this off, and this is a good sign, if you take this ring off, you should have to knock this off. Okay, that means it's actually fixed like it should be. It should simulate a press fit in that case. And that is right there is what's going to keep your chain ring from creaking on the splines.